What is stopping man from creating another science, another mathematics, another philosophy? Hasn't knowledge once informed us the earth was flat? Hasn't knowledge once informed us that the earth was the center of the universe? Wasn't it knowledge that told us that black was less than white, that Jews were filthy pigs, that capitalists were parasites, that men are women and women are men, that there are 726 genders, that 2 plus 2 equals 5, that good is bad, that bad is good? Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reading a short poem, you could say, on my Substack. I wrote this a few months ago, back in April. It's titled The Man of Knowledge. The reason why I'm going to verbally say this story, or you could call it a short poem today, is I feel as if it relates to the attack on truth in the culture today. It pertains to the overwhelming emphasis on science, the overwhelming emphasis on the growing urge to know everything, the lack of humility, the lack of Socratic humility in culture, the tendencies for us to overlook truth and overlook objectivity for the sake of other virtues, as if another virtue could supersede truth itself. And it spoke to me, it resonated with me because I wrote it, and it resonated with others who've also read it. So today I'm going to read it live on video for the first time. But before I get into it, a few things I would like to add. There is, and like I've already stated, there is an ever more growing urge to deviate from the truth in our society. And how about we not do that? Because we've seen, and we do see now, where that leads us. Not just for any particular party, any particular political party. It's for everyone. You may have seen the meme of the people on the boat poking holes in the ship and everyone running to one side. You can picture that as the arena for the assault on truth. No one survives in a literal sense when truth itself is under attack. And I hope by reading this Substack, this short poem in a artistic way, I hope I can shed a light on that. So without further ado, I'm going to read this short poem for you all, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for your time. The Man of Knowledge. That which I know and that which I learn serves not only my purpose in life, but the purpose, our purpose. Science, mathematics, physics, and the like are what I hold dearest, like a moth on a late summer evening, gazing at a flickering streetlight. I am that moth, gazing into the light, gazing into the world of knowing. What any other way of being is rational? Faith in the invisible? Worship of the bearded man in the sky? What is necessary in order to have such a belief of nonsense? Isn't that which cannot be tabulated, calculated, or observed by our own definition not real? Isn't that which cannot be measured or able to be proven through science not worth the endeavor? What is the supernatural folly to the scientific method? Here I ask you, what is the man of knowledge compared to the man of truth? Man can learn anything he wishes, for there are no limits to man's intellect. For pure knowledge, pure rationality is anything but what it claims. Quite the contrary. A man who has mind and knowledge, but has his heart and truth, can withstand any tyranny that trespasses against him. For his own house is built on a rock. The carte blanche sophist man only speaks of knowledge, but is far removed from truth. For truth is that which exists a priori, the grounding in which any proposition can be made, the logos, the uniting fabric of reality that reigns and has reigned before man arrived to articulate it, which laid the bedding for that which cognition could even exist. On the book of John, verse 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Bara Elohim la'aseh. God created to do. Genesis. Is it not fair to suggest God created truth in order for things to be, but most importantly to do, to give life in service of the highest good or value? And that therefore knowledge must be and always stands subordinate to that truth? Knowledge is very important. Man must have respect for facts and evidence. But if it was man who laid the criteria for what he considers evidence, does that not become problematic? Does that suggest man is the creator of his own logic, his own malleable reason? Does this conundrum not necessitate a superordinate criteria to seal what can in fact be true? A postmodernist would say, objective truth is folly anyhow. Despite his passionate display of ignorance, doesn't our own reckless actions and behavior not support his proposition? No, it's worse. Prove his proposition to be true. If I sound as if I'm playing games, ask yourself this. What is preventing man from creating foolish theories? What has prevented man from drumming ridiculous claims? What is stopping man from creating another science, another mathematics, another philosophy? Hasn't knowledge once informed us the earth was flat? Hasn't knowledge once informed us that the earth was the center of the universe? Wasn't it knowledge that told us that black was less than white, that Jews were filthy pigs, that capitalists were parasites, that men are women and women are men, that there are 726 genders, that 2 + 2 = 5, that good is bad, that bad is good? What is the invisible threshold that prevents such atrocity to propagate itself, if not the subordinate mechanism, that which allows it to exist in the first place? What good is your own knowledge, if knowledge is its own judge and jury, its own God, creation? Adam and Eve were punished for eating the apple from the tree of knowledge and disobeying God. But why the tree of knowledge? Why not the tree of truth? Why the tree of knowledge? Perhaps the acquisition of knowledge outside of God or outside a moral framework is not only an act of corruption, but is precondition, is foundation, akin to the manner in which God laid his foundation for truth to be. Knowledge is a tool. Truth is your shield.